everybody, this is Totally Crochet. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the basics of crochet. I'll be covering how to slip knot, chain, single crochet, double crochet, and triple crochet. We're going to have our little buddy Lake join us in this video. Before we get started, use a very light colored yarn starting off, and use a hook that's comfortable for you no matter what the pack says. So to make a slip knot, you're going to take your yarn and cross it over like this. Cross it over to make an X like this, and leave like a loop here. And then, so you want to kind of make this big, so cross over like that, and you make this like X. So, and then you're going to fold this piece down over like that. Let me do it again, that was a little bit unclear. So let me hold it over my hand like this. So you're going to fold this over, and then it should look like this. Something like this. So just to make sure, when you do this and you're at your fold over stage, your first piece over here, your piece on the right, should be over the piece going to the left. So fold it over like that, and yeah. After that, you either use your hook or you use your fingers. I use my fingers to pull this piece through. So you're going to pull this line that you see here through the hole, and you just pull it tight like that. That's what your slip knot should look like. So now let's move on to the next part. Now grab your hook and put your hook through the slip knot, and you want the shorter piece to be on the right. So put your hook through the slip knot and then pull both of these pieces, and it cinches it and make it smaller. So now I'm going to show you how to hold your yarn. So this is the part that tricks people a lot. You're going to take your index finger and put it under the yarn, and then take the rest of your fingers and just hold the yarn like that. And you can also hold with your thumb, but don't hold it too hard, okay? Just slip it under, like loosen up your fingers a little bit. Slip it under, and then just hold it. But don't, like, you see how loose that is, so that the yarn can still slide through. So take your index finger, put it under the yarn, hold it, and then there you go. So I like to do that and hold the bottom part of the yarn with my middle finger and thumb, but you don't have to do that. It just makes it a lot more efficient, but you can do that later if you like, but this is how I would do it. So put your index finger under the yarn, hold it, and then take your middle finger and your thumb and hold this part. If you're confused, then just go back, and it takes practice to be able to grip it right so that your stitches aren't loose. So just keep practicing, and then you'll eventually get it. If you've got that part down, then now it's time to learn how to chain. Now you're actually going to start using your hook. Go under the yarn with your hook. I'll do it again. Go under your yarn with your hook, and then pull the yarn through the loop. I feel like that was simple enough. You're gonna go under your yarn like that with the hook, and then pull this yarn through this loop like that, and then you can see that it makes a small stitch right there. So now the hole is a bit bigger, so you can kind of see better. So you're going to go under your yarn, and then pull through this hole. Now we're gonna chain 5, okay? So you're gonna go under your yarn, pull it through the hole, 1, under your yarn, pull it through the hole, 2, go under, pull it through the hole, 3, under, pull through the hole, 4, under, and pull through the hole, 5. So now you have 5 chains. A chain of 5 is what it's called, not 5 chains. You have a chain of 5. And the way you can count that is, do you see these little V's in here? It's not really focusing very well, but you can see that these stitches make V's, and that's 1 V, 2 V's, 3 V's, 4 V's, and 5 V's. So if you've got this part down, you can go ahead and go to the next part that you're going to learn, and that is the single crochet. And this is how you build up your projects. So you're going to go into your stitch here with the hook. So you just take your hook and go through the stitch like that. Super easy. Just push the hook through one of the V's, and there you go. So it's really easy. Just push it through. Super easy. So after you push it through, you're going to grab the yarn with the hook. So it's kind of like putting it under, but you kind of go the opposite way, and then you pull it through the stitch, and now you have 2 loops on your hook. So you're going to go under and then pull through both loops, 1 and 2. And I'm going to show you again on the second stitch. So you're going to go in to your stitch like that. Also, I recommend when you're going in, hold this piece of yarn on the hook so that it can go smoothly and only the hook moves and not the yarn, because it's a little bit harder to do it when you're not holding the yarn on there, because the yarn could just slip off. So you go into the stitch like that, and then go under your yarn, pull it through, and then you have 2 stitches, or 2 loops, I'm sorry. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, go under your yarn, pull through both loops, 1 and 2. There you go. So